The night I realized I could disappear, and no one would notice, was the same night I understood something far more terrifying. I had already been invisible for years. My name is Willa Myers. I'm 33 years old. 19 months ago, I packed every piece of my life into a rented U-Haul trailer, closed the door on everything familiar, and drove 2,100 miles away, from Columbus, Ohio, to Portland, Oregon. I didn't leave a note. I didn't sit anyone down. I didn't explain myself. I didn't tell my mother. I didn't tell my sister. I didn't tell a single person in my family. I just left. Not in anger. Not in a dramatic explosion. Just quietly. Completely. Like a light switching off in a room no one was looking at. But here's the part that still haunts me. I didn't make it impossible to find me. I kept my phone number. The same number I'd had for 12 years. The same number saved in all their contacts. The same number they'd called hundreds of times, when they needed something. If anyone wanted to reach me, they could. They just didn't. Not once in 19 months. No, are you okay? No, where are you? No, we miss you. Not on my birthday. Not on Thanksgiving. Not on Christmas. Nothing. Silence that stretched so long, it stopped feeling like silence. It started feeling like an answer. Until one day, my sister needed a babysitter. And suddenly, my phone came back to life. 47 voicemails in less than 48 hours. 47. And not one of them asked if I was safe. Not one. Every message carried the same tone. The same accusation. The same familiar weight I had carried my entire life. Selfish. Ungrateful. How could you do this to us? I didn't return a single call. Instead, I sent a box. And when they opened it, they didn't come looking for me. They turned on each other. But to understand why, you have to go back. Back to a kitchen. A Tuesday evening. And a 14-year-old girl standing at a sink, realizing her childhood had quietly ended without anyone announcing it. I'm 14. It's been 3 weeks since my father died. 3 weeks since the house filled with people who spoke in soft voices and brought casseroles no one ate. 3 weeks since everything broke and no one fixed it. The house smells wrong. Like overcooked food and grief that's starting to rot. My mom sits on the couch in the living room. Same bathrobe as yesterday. Same posture. Same hollow stare. The TV is off. But she's watching it like it's saying something. My little sister Kara stands in the kitchen doorway. She's 10. Her voice trembles. I'm hungry. No response. She shifts her weight. Mom. I'm really hungry. Still nothing. I wait. Because I'm still a child at this point. Still expecting an adult to step in. No one does. So I move. I open the pantry. Macaroni and cheese. Boxed. Simple, right? Except I've never cooked before. Not once. I read the instructions like they're written in another language. Boil water. Add pasta. Stir. My hands shake a little. The cheese packet rips wrong. Powder spills onto my shirt. I don't stop. I make 2 bowls. One for Kara. One for Mom. Kara eats quietly at the table, like she knows this moment matters more than it should. I carry the second bowl into the living room. Mom takes it without looking at me. No eye contact. No pause. Just one sentence. Finally, someone's being useful. That's it. No thank you. No acknowledgement. No recognition that I buried my father 3 weeks ago and now I'm feeding the family. I go back to the kitchen. I wash the pot. The bowls. The counter. The sponge smells like mildew. I notice it. And something strange happens. I make a mental note. Buy a new sponge. I am 14 years old. Thinking about household maintenance like it's my responsibility. Because suddenly, it is. Standing there, water dripping from my hands. Something shifts inside me. Quietly. Permanently. I become the one who holds everything together. No ceremony. No discussion. Just expectation. And once you become that person, you don't know how to stop. 17 years pass. I'm 31. I live in a small one-bedroom apartment 12 minutes from my mother's house. Close enough to respond quickly. Far enough to pretend I have my own life. During the day, I'm a project manager. Efficient. Organized. Reliable. At work, people respect me. They thank me. They notice me. At home, I run a second job. One no one acknowledges. One no one pays for. My calendar tells the whole story. Every Sunday night, I sit with my laptop and plan the week. Blue, mom's doctor appointments. Green, school pickups for Kura's kids. Yellow, Saturday babysitting. Red, holidays I organize, cook, and clean. I scroll through months of entries. Every slot is filled. Every responsibility accounted for. Every task completed. And every single entry belongs to someone else. Not one belongs to me. I cancel plans constantly. Lunch with friends. Dinner invitations. Moments that could have been mine. All replaced by texts like, "Can you pick up the kids? I need a ride. Can you come over?" And I always say yes. Because saying no doesn't feel like an option. It feels like failure. Until one day, something changes. March 12th. My birthday. I wake up and reach for my phone. Nothing. I check again after showering. Nothing. At work, I glance at my screen every hour. Still nothing. No message. No call. No acknowledgement. By evening, I've accepted it. I stop at a bakery on my way home. Buy a single red velvet cupcake. Sit in my car. Eat it alone. It tastes good. But the moment doesn't. At 7:15, my phone rings. Mom. For a split second? Hope flickers. Maybe she remembered. Maybe she'll surprise me. Willa, I need you to run to CVS. My prescription is ready. I grip the steering wheel tighter. It's my birthday today. Silence. Then. Oh. Happy birthday. Did you pick it up? That's it. No warmth. No apology. Just continuation. I go. Of course I go. Pick up the medication. Drop it off. She thanks me. Closes the door. I sit in the driveway. Engine running. Headlights hitting the garage. And something inside me finally breaks. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just cleanly. Like a rope snapping after being pulled too tight for too long. That night, I open my laptop. Type. Apartments in Oregon. I don't know why Oregon. I've never been. But it's far. And right now. Far feels like freedom. But I don't leave immediately. That's not who I am. I plan. I test. I confirm. So I run an experiment. For 5 months. I try to be seen. I start reaching out. Not for tasks. Not for help. Just connection. Want to get lunch? How are you doing? I miss you. I send message after message. Week after week. And I document everything. Screenshots. Dates. Read receipts. Because part of me still doubts myself. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe I'm wrong. By the end of 5 months. 214 messages sent. 11 replies. All short. All practical. None asking about me. 203 messages ignored. That's when it stops being a feeling. It becomes fact. I'm not unseen by accident. I'm unseen by design. So I leave. No announcement. No confrontation. No goodbye. Just absence. Portland feels different the moment I arrive. Quieter. Lighter. At first, the silence hurts. Then slowly. It heals. No one calls needing something. No one texts with demands. No one schedules my life for me. For the first time, I get to exist without being useful. And I start building something new. A life. Friends. A routine. A calendar that finally has my name on it. Until month 19. My phone lights up. Ohio. I stare at it. Let it ring. Then a text comes in. Need you this weekend. No greeting. No curiosity. No acknowledgement. Just need. Same pattern. Same expectation. But I'm not there anymore. And when she goes to my old apartment and finds it empty, everything changes. Suddenly, I matter again. But not because I'm gone. Because I'm unavailable. The calls begin. 47 voicemails. Each one louder than the last. Each one sharper. Each one about them. Never about me. So I don't respond. Instead, I open a folder. 214 messages. Printed. Organized. Color-coded. Evidence. And on top. One sentence. I tried 214 times. Here they are. I seal the box. Mail it. It arrives at the perfect moment. A house full of people. My mother telling a story. A version where she is the victim. And I am the ungrateful daughter. Then the box opens. The pages turn. And the truth unfolds. Quietly. Relentlessly. Undeniable. Not emotion. Not opinion. Just facts. Ignored messages. Missed chances. Silence, documented. And suddenly, the story collapses. Not Willa left us. But we ignored her until she disappeared. I didn't send that box for revenge. I sent it because I was done explaining myself to people who never listened. Because sometimes, you don't need louder words. You need clearer proof. And here's the truth. I didn't leave to hurt them. I left to answer one question. Do I exist? Beyond what I do for others? And the answer came back. Loud. Clear. Unavoidable. Now, my life is different. Not perfect. But mine. People ask how I am. And wait for the answer. My time belongs to me. My space feels like home. And one night, I make my mom's pot roast recipe. Same one from years ago. The smell fills my apartment. But this time, it's different. Because when I serve it, someone looks at me and says, "Thank you." And they mean it. That's when it hits me. It was never about the cooking, or the planning, or the helping. It was about being seen. So if you're the one in your family holding everything together, listen carefully. Your worth is not in how much you do. You are not a backup plan. You are not a convenience. You are not a service. You are a person. And if the people around you can't see that, that's not your failure. That's your signal. I'm Willa Myers. I'm 33. I live in Portland. And for the first time in my life, if I disappeared, someone would notice. If this story felt familiar, tell me. Are you the one who gives everything? Or did this make you realize someone in your life has been giving everything to you? Either way, don't ignore it. And if you're new here, subscribe. Because stories like this don't just entertain. They expose truths we try to avoid. And remember? Silence doesn't always mean someone is okay. Sometimes, it just means no one cared enough to ask.